Paul G. born 1951, is a journalist, filmmaker, is the founder and host of theAnalysis.news, a news analysis service. He was the founder, CEO, and senior editor of the real news network TRNN. Jay was born and raised in Toronto, Ontario, and holds dual citizenship with the United States. Jay is the nephew of screenwriter Ted Allan. A past chair of the Canadian Independent Film Caucus, now called DOC, the main organization of documentary filmmakers in Canada. Jay is the founding chair of the Hot Docs Canadian International Documentary Festival. He chaired the Hot Docs board for its first 5 years. Early life. Jay dropped out of high school at 16 years of age and never received any formal training in filmmaking. He became interested in the subject after attending an experimental free school where he had the opportunity to create a short film. He gained experience by shooting sports footage for Canadian broadcast television before going on to produce his own content. Film and television work. Never-Ending Referendum CTV SRC Art 1997 is a feature-length documentary on the 1995 Quebec referendum over the question of seceding from Canada. It was called a moving, masterful piece of filmmaking about a tough subject by Tony Atherton of the Ottawa Citizen. Jay's Hitman Howard, Wrestling with Shadows 1998, a feature-length documentary about pro wrestler Bret Hart, was screened in 25 major festivals and won more than a dozen awards. It has been called one of the most acclaimed Canadian films in years by I Magazine, a tale as bizarre as Kafka and as tragic as Shakespeare. Ottawa Citizen, and one of the best films of 1998, Peter Plagian's art critic for Newsweek. Hitman was produced in cooperation with the National Film Board of Canada, TV Ontario, their channel CTV, and BBC's Dorville series, and Lasset/Art. Jay also appeared in interview segments in another Bret Hart documentary which came out in 2010, Bret Hart, Survival of the Hitman. Lost in Las Vegas 2001 is a feature-length documentary for equal parts hilarious, heroic, and heartfelt, often surprising, occasionally inspiring, frequently hilarious. You've got to see this thing to believe it. It's so good, wrote Rob Salem of the Toronto Star. Return to Kandahar 2003, a feature-length documentary, was co-directed with Nello Fapazio, star of the movie Kandahar 2001. Although Kandahar was fictional, Return to Kandahar follows Fapazio's return to Afghanistan in search of her childhood friend, her first attempt in spite of the fictional movie. RTK won the Donald Brittain Gemini Award for Best Social Political Documentary. She was the creator and executive producer of CBC Newsworld's flagship debate program Counter's been broadcast from 1998 to 2004 for 6 seasons. Counterspin was a primetime debate show about the news of the day. Other work includes Justice Denied Turner, The Life and Death of Owen Hart, TVO and Albanian Journey, End of an Era, TV Ontario, CBC Witness, The Birth of Language, TV Ontario, and Discovery US. Here's to the Cowboys, CBC, Disney, London Weekend, Central TV. Jay exec produced To Thick and Thin, CBC Newsworld, Machine Gun Tricks in Discovery Canada and US, and The Famine Within TVO. Jay was the co-creator and co-executive producer of Face Off, a nightly primetime debate program that ran 4 years on CBC Newsworld. He worked with Gore Vidal, among others, for the launch of TRNN, which included the documentary History of the National Security State. In this, Jay interviews Vidal as well as Lawrence Wilkerson, Ray McGovern, and Antonia Gias. The Real News went on to launch several internet video/television news magazines, including The Empire Files, created in 2015 with Telly SUR, and for which Jay is an executive producer. Jay is the executive producer of the 2017 Donald Trump, the Koch brothers and their war on climate science documentary. Jay is the founder and host of theAnalysis.news, a video and audio current affairs interview and commentary show and website.